we'll have plans of increasing it. So one is Richmond Road branch, another one is Zainagar 4th T block branch, and another one is Kulimau Bannerghatta Road branch. Okay, phone number Amel Kodtini appointment ge. So he is in BSc MD of homeopathy and has done PGRT from Bombay. He is practicing since 1973. Nanina uttu kuda idilla avaga. Okay, he is a former director of VM Homeo Medical College Salem. He was dean also there. He is former principal of Government Homeo Medical College and Hospital, Bangalore and Chandigarh. It is something like Edison bulb kandidda annotara. Homeopathy, anything will pass through Dr. B.D. Patel's table. Okay, he is former chairman for Board of Studies, Homeo Bangalore University. He is former member of Homeo Advisory Committee of Government of Karnataka. He is a member of Expert Committee, DISM and H Homeopathy. He is member of Karnataka Public Service Commission. He was a PG faculty to many universities. Alistella Hajarelli Dodagate anta. He has shown courtesy to put only many universities in that. He is of course senior member of Rotary, we all know, and he is member of many medical and social organizations. And he just knows a few languages: Hindi, Urdu, Kannada, Bhojpuri, Telugu, Marathi, Gujarati, Tamil, Punjabi, Bangla, English, Malayalam, Sanskrit. So that's why I usually was calling him as 2000 note. But even 2000 currency will have only 14 languages. He knows 16 languages. So I'll be sending a petition to Modi ji to release 3000 rupees notes with 16 languages. He has two beautiful hobbies of writing poetry in Hindi and Urdu. Aga matin madhye adunu namge kodtare. So he has a strong passion of strong nationalism and Vedic culture. Idu bari illi mention madodukalla. He actually practices it. Our jothe ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡ್ರು he never hesitates you to correct, including your pronunciation if it is wrong. And nothing wrong. If you want to correct yourself, you want to learn good and you need to go ahead, you need to listen to those, you need to take them as a feedback. Awards, again, he has shown a courtesy to write only few awards. He has excellent service in homeopathy by Research Society of India, Dr. Haneman Memorial National Award, Dr. Mahendra Singh Memorial Award for Best Organizer, Living Legend Award by Homeo Friends Gorakhpur, Vidya Ratna by VHE RD Society with blessings from Pujya Shankaracharya Kanchi Kamakoti Peetam, Award of Excellence in Homeopathy by Homeopathic Science Congress Society Uttarakhand, Lifetime Achievement Award by Dr. Wilmer Schwabel India, and many more. He is most importantly is a patron for Karnataka Qualified Homeopathic Doctors Association. I was blessed to organize that KQHDA International conference for 2 days, which happened in Nimans. I'm sorry, 3 days, which has happened in Nimans Convention Center. That was a festival for them, and it was a pride for me to organize that particular event. He has conducted number of international homeopathic conferences, TV and radio interviews in India and European countries. Published many articles appearing in leading magazines of India and Europe. He has widely travelled. He is a corporate and youth trainer, conducts special programs for youth, and he has conducted workshops, many workshops on homeopathy and Vedas. So let us give him a big hand and the session hand over to
ಯಾವುದು ನಂಬಬೇಡಿ. This private I married for my marriage at that time. Nobody was ready for me. ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಧರ್ಮಪತ್ನಿಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದೆ. ಈ ತರ ಇವರಿದ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೌರವ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತು. ಯಾರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಇವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನಾ? 40 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು, ಏನು ಕಾಣಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬಿಲೀವ್. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ B.D. Patel, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ अहम संस्कृते संभाषणं कर्तुम् इच्छामि. किमर्थं? किं कथं? कोऽपि संस्कृतं न जानाति. तत् कारणम् अहम् आङ्ग्लभाषायां किञ्चित् कन्नडभाषायां अहं सम्भाषणं करोमि. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಬಹಳ ಸುಲಭ. ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಭಾಷಾ ನ ಕಷ್ಟಂ ನ ಕ್ಲಿಷ್ಟಂ, ಅತಿ ಸುಲಭ. ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಕರೋದು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಅಪ್ಪಣೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ರಾಜಪುರೋಹಿತರು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ರಾಜಪುರೋಹಿತರು ಅವರು ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರೇ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜಪುರೋಹಿತರು, ಇನ್ನು ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಲಬ್ ನಡಿಬಹುದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಅವರು ಅರ್ಧ ಕೆಲಸ ಅವರೇ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ತಮ. ನನಗೆ ನಾವು ಆಜಾದಿ ಕಾ ಅಮೃತ್ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವ 75 ವರ್ಷ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಮ್ರೇಡ್ CNC ರಾವ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಅವ್ರು ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇಡ ಸ್ವಾಗತ
ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಹಿಂದೆ ನಿಂತರೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಆಜಾದಿ ಕಾ ಅಮೃತ್ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವ, ಮೋದಿ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರೈಂಗ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್. ಭಾರತೀಯ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದ್ರೂ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಮೆರಿಕ, ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಯುರೋಪ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ವೀಸಾ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಘೋಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 90% ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ವಿಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದಿ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. 90%. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಅಮೆರಿಕ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡು, ಇದು ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾ. ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು ಇರಬಹುದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರಿವಾರದವರು ಇರಬಹುದು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. 60% ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸಫರಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಸ್. ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹಳೆ ಜೋಬಲಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹಳೆ ಆಶ್ರಯದಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಅಮೆರಿಕ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ನಿಜವಾದ ವಿಷಯ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಒಂದು ಕಪಲ್ ಆಂಧ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ, ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಆಂಧ್ರ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಇಬ್ಬರು ಬಂದು ಸರ್ 5 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ఏం పని చేస్తాను సార్? మీ ఇద్దరు సాఫ్ట్వేర్ అండి, ఆయన నైట్ డ్యూటీ అండి, నేను డే డ్యూటీ అండి. ఇంక మీరు చెప్పండి, పిల్లలు ఎట్లా పుడతాం? ఎందుకు అంత నీకు ఏ డబ్బులు లేవా? లేదు సార్, సాఫ్ట్వేర్ కదా సార్, మా కంపెనీ లేదు. ఇంట్లో భూమి లేదంట సార్. మా నాన్నకు 10 ఎకరాల భూమి ఉంది సార్, ఆయన నెలకు లక్షన్నర సంపాదించారు సార్. నీ జీతం ఎంత? నా జీతం 20,000, నా భార్య జీతం 15,000. 35,000 కోసం ఇక్కడ వస్తున్నారా మీరు? సార్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ కదా సార్. దిస్ ఈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಬಿಗ್ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸರ್. ಮಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈ ಹಾಕಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ जितेंद्र राणे जी और नमदोर डॉक्टर साहब आपने ये काम करा, तुझे ये काम करना है जी, या मैं की दे रहा था, तो बस तुझे कल्चर करो जो so this is what we have done. So now it is proved that I am aging, memory is gone. Okay? Yeah. We are all, can we off this lights? So we lights, Sagar or we are all celebrating it. Let us share something about our culture and heritage. It doesn't mean that you don't know. Many of you know many things. Many of you know many things. Maybe much more than me. See now, when Bhagwanji told so many things, and Raj Purohit really brought back everything Kala spirit. Andre, just trying to recollect. And I am not going to teach anything, as somebody said, he's going to talk many things new. Nothing new. Nobody can talk anything new in this world. I do not know, there is new for me. That's it. It's always there. This is what Vedic Shastra says. Okay? So that's the same thing I'm talking about. So let us share some of the things which we know. Just recollecting our mind, refreshing. Now why this program I have made is, we need to understand our Bharat, our country, especially the youth, and those who are planning to go out. People are coming into India in large numbers. Youngsters are going out in large numbers. The world is trying to know about India. Today, all the parents are sitting here. Sir, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಮೆರಿಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ನನ್ನ ಜನ್ಮ ಧನ್ಯ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ. And proudly see people with the age of 60, 70. My son is in America, my daughter is in Australia. And they are not going to come back. Crores of properties here. Just think about it. So we must know India, one of the oldest civilizations, still surviving. Because many of the civilizations in the world have gone. Many of them have been removed, and then actually they are nowhere, only the namesake. But still these things come. And in Mohenjo-daro, they found gold that was from Karnataka, Kolar gold. Now this is Satyameva Jayate, everybody knows. Satyameva Jayate nanutam satyena panthartato devayanaha. Yena kramyantyo ruchyo daptakama yatra tatat sadasya karamam nidhanam. This is in Mundaka Upanishad. This mantra from there they have taken, and this is what means: truth alone trims, not falsehood. Truth alone fulfilled all the desires of noble men. Let us understand our insignia, our country insignia. How many people know about this? Know the culture and heritage of India and Karnataka to develop a sense of pride and respect. Once you develop this, see, going out of India is not bad. It's not good. You are getting something new, knowledge, come on, go. If you want to study something, go and there, earn for 5 years, earn money, come back. They stay there for 10 years, nothing wrong. But America is better than India. Now we were just discussing COVID time, America has lost many people. And the Pfizer vaccine, which America was using it was substandard when compared to Indian disease. And who made all that possible? One uneducated chaiwala. He doesn't have any qualification from Harvard University. To make things happen, you don't need Harvard degrees qualification. You need the passion and you need the patriotism. And you need, this is my country. And he didn't do this for anybody, one community. He did for everybody. And we exported. We gave free vaccine to Bangladesh, to other countries, all those who are given free. That is what pride we must inculcate in our children. See, most of you are great people. But what about your children? Now, Karnataka, we will discuss in detail of some time. Now, the known and unknown India. How many of us really realize India never invaded any country in our last 10,000 years? We have never invaded. We have never gone. Are you able to see, sir? It is the only society in the world which has never known slavery. All world countries have slavery, but we don't have slavery.
Super.
But somebody was asking, yes, sir, Ramadas or Krishna Das or Dasa is not slave.
It's a family name.
Dasyatva is entirely different. It is devotion, dakshata, iti dasya. You are surrendering to the God. Okay? Slavery is different. Okay? India welcomed refugees from all over the world, even today, and treated like their own citizens, our own citizens. Maybe we have overdone it and we are facing the music now. India educated the entire world without dominating or ruling them. Do we know this? Do we realize this? We may be knowing it, but do we realize this? Spread peace and propagated love and let live philosophy all over the world. India was the richest country on the earth until the time of the British in the early 17th century. Now see, I'll tell you, wherever Indians go, outside the country also, most of the Indians are respected because they don't want to interfere in the local politics. I don't want to use the other words what they do. They get amalgamated with the local people and build up their country, build up that area, build up the state. Now, how many of us know that Chola dynasty is the only dynasty in the entire world which ruled for 1,000 years? Many dynasties came and they went away. But Chola dynasty was ruled 1,000 years. Do you know this? Do our children know this? Is there anywhere in the geography or in the history?
We know only Mohammedans.
Yes. Yes. And I didn't want to use that word. Why means क्या बोलेंगे भाई? We have the instructions from the top.
All the education
Whatever it is,
all the
whatever.
education ministers were Muslim
Sir,
from the independence time.
Sir,
That's the reason this problem happened.
वो हमारा अलग प्रेजेंटेशन है, वो कभी और बताएंगे, क्योंकि हमें आदेश दिया गया कि आप कोई भी ऐसी बात नहीं बोलोगे जो कंट्रोवर्शियल होगा.
What's wrong with telling what is there?
This is what you say, sir. This is what I say. जब तक एक साल किसी के वो आपको कहीं मिलेगा. Now this is the one, Vikramaditya, who ruled the European countries.
Wow.
Or everywhere. You can see this. This is what area where Vikramaditya's influence was there. And that's why in North India we call Vikram Samvats. In South India, these are different names. Okay. Now this is the first thing what Indian culture teaches us. Atithi Devo Bhava. Can anybody tell me the meaning of Atithi, sir?
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Yes. This is what I told somewhere else. Okay. To Ghana people. But Atithi is not a guest. You don't have guests at all. Atithi means Atithi, a person who comes to you without informing you. He is Atithi. This is our country. If you go to Himachal Pradesh, even till today, I have personal experience. There was after 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock earlier, in the olden days, there was no communication, there was no light, nothing. So somebody used to go and stay in somebody's house, door to knock. अच्छा जी कहाँ से आया? अच्छा वहाँ से. ठीक आज रोटी खाओ, सो जाओ, रोटी बांध के देंगे, कल निकल जाओ. That is Atithi. Atithi is not very animal. ನಾಳೆ ಊಟ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ, ಚಿಕನ್, ಮಟನ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ whiskey, black dog ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. That is not at all culture of India. Atithi नहीं बताएगा, तो date time नहीं बताएगा. And then he will not stay more than 2 days or 1 day. If he stays 1 hour in Manali, he is not Atithi, he is a burden. Next day you will send him for something else. Atithi is there. But anybody comes to us, we welcome them like this. And this is the way our ladies welcome. Do I need a mic?
Yes. We need.
We need the mics.
Ah.
No, sir.
You.
This is how we welcome our ladies. Welcome. Hi. Hello. Hi. That should be left. Can anybody tell me right now? I'll give 1 lakh rupees to that club who gives me the meaning of hi. Hi. Please wake them up. Cholaka. When we don't know why we should use that word, because sir, that is the trend. Who has to create trend? You create a trend. Why you want always the monkeys to create a trend? Hi, and then dundu, shake hand.
Dundu.
This, and then this. क्यों यार? क्या हो गया? So sir, in Rotary, it is good that Rotary is our club. We are not because of International Rotary. International Rotary is because of us. We are contributing. This is the way we dress. This is the way we welcome. Now, touching the feet is a very big thing in our country. Of course, South India, we are trying to lose it slowly. North India, still it is there. Even now, if I go to Punjab, where I have been teaching now there, the students, those who were there, their sons also became doctors and MDs. Doctors of final. They come and touch them. This is the culture going on.
ಸರ್ ಆಡೆಡ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಸುಧಾಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರು ಮಹಾರಾಣಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Unfortunate it is.
Here, this tradition reflects the strong family ties which has been one of India's health industry. See, he is a son and daughter-in-law. Even if Atte suicide, when you bend at least for that moment, Atte will not say, Halag hogu. He will not say. She cannot say, Este ko abhi to chala Este hoga. Sumang lage. See, that means that respect. You give them respect. Out of respect you come. No, sir, he doesn't understand. What shall I talk? No, don't do that. Bismillah, new Madi. New Sri Ganesha Madi. Bhatudeo, Bhavapitudeo, Bhaya, it is in Taittiriya Upanishad. And Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu is in Skanda Purana and Ashtavakra. And this is what we teach, this culture teaches. Respect our teachers, respect our parents. Hello, hi. The son is 18 years, the father is maybe 35, 40 years, he will shake hand. No. I don't know why you want to shake hand. Somebody gives hug, tumne bhi hug de diya. Socho, anything you do, I am not, see, my age will more. But I also think, you also think, why should you shake hand? Give the science now. Joint family. You know what is the benefit of joint family? Now India is becoming a nuclear family because we speak English at home. Oh, Papa, I can't stay with you, you know. Mommy is oh, beta, sorry, I'm so sorry. Kya bola maine? Parents are telling sorry to their children. This is nowhere in our Vedas. If any mother, parent does any mistake, by mistake something she says to the daughter-in-law, son and all that, she should go and ask the God, whomever she prays, and tapai. That's it. But they should never say sorry to your children. This is our culture. Basic advantage as a medical man, I'll tell you. This is the advantage. Minimizes mental tensions, problems, avoids autism, avoids ADHD, avoids mood swinging, panic attacks. All this can be avoided if you live in joint families. Just go 2 generations back. ಎಷ್ಟು 10 ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸರ್, 8 ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸರ್. ಸುರೇಶ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಚಿಕ್ಕಪ್ಪ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. They never brought him up with their own parents. The entire family was coming up, taking care of. So, and now, when I came to Bangalore 35 years back, there was only one mental hospital, that was Nimbans. Anybody going to the mental. And today, every corner we have a psychiatrist, counselor. I never, counselor means only municipal counselor. Now, no. Education counselor, marriage counselor, adult counselor, children counselor, Buddha counselor, and 6 years boy counselor. You'll be shocked. And let me tell you, these millennium schools are there, which are for kindergarten schools. For the entire staff, I was asked to give a lecture how to reduce the tension in the teachers. I had to make a special program for them. How you should come out of the tensions. So this is what it is. You may not follow, but know it at least. Cooking Pongal, which is very common in the South India. Husband and wife both must participate. No. Then only it is a festival. ತಮಿಳುನಾಡಿಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇರ್ಕೆ ಹಿಂಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇರ್ಕೆ ಬಾ ಅನ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ Now this is an important part. I asked somebody, why should have a what you call rangoli in front of your house? You know the answer what I got? Sir, the opposite house person, when they open the door, they should see this rangoli and feel happy. What a nice, what is, you are laughing, but is it not good? You are making others, neighbors to be happy. Like your home smiling. And cowbell, sagadi activity. Do you know that is one of the best antibiotics?
गोब्बेम्मलु.
हम लोग जो गोबर से लीपते हैं, वहाँ पर कोई कोरोना नहीं आएगा, कोई डेंगू, शेंगू नहीं आएगा. Because it itself kills. Of course, now we are not staying in apartments. apartments, apart from each other. So where will you put Virat Kohli?
Apart
Then
from
it will
each
be India's second in. No, speaker. Now, this is what it is. Indian cow, especially super antimicrobial activity. And this has been proved. Cow dung prevents many insects, viruses, and bacteria. Now, this is one of the culture. See how everybody in the family participates. Where is depression? Where is mood swinging? Where is panic attacks? Even if you have panic attack, when you are participating in this, it will go away. See, the idea of festivals of India is entirely different. The number of festivals what we have in India, we don't have anywhere in the world.
Great.
अगर आप सोचो हर दिन every day can be one festival. Now नवरात्रि 10 दिन होगा, again Diwali, again सोगा, again Sankranti. So many things are there. Lodi, sorry, Punjab. Now see, everybody makes fun. What is this Karwa Chauth? Why husband or wife only should keep it? A lot of meaning behind this. This is a bonding between Pati Patni. At least on that day he will think, my wife is fasting for me. Is it not my duty that I should be sincere to her? I should do everything for her. I should also take care of her. There is a big story behind this which I am not going to talk. See, bonding. Raksha Bandhan. Once in some, I think, Jayanagar club, we made a presentation. Why Raksha Bandhan? You should put tilak in the Ajna Chakra. On this, again, there is something else. But anyhow, let me tell you one thing. Please don't apply stickers. That is the worst part you are doing. You are blocking the entire Ajna Chakra. Decorated bull, conservation of animals. And Indian festivals are related to environment, season, harvesting, bonding, relationship. Nothing else. Now we preserving ecology. We worship the trees. We cut only that portion of the tree which is needed for us. We don't cut the tree entirely from them. That's our tradition. Okay? And this is one people tree. How many of you know? It releases carbon dioxide 24 hours. Other trees, they in the day they release oxygen, and in the night they regulates the amount of carbon. It releases oxygen full day. Main thing, okay, that's our. Now Indian marriages, we have 7 steps. Saptamati, what we call. It has a very big significance. Try to explain to them. पुजारी जल्दी जल्दी शहर करके आप मान लो पहले करवा दो यार पहले करवा दो अरे पहले क्यों करवा इवಳು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಗಳು ಯಾಕೆ ಇಡಬೇಕು right if you understand you get the meaning of marriage and taking bath rivers is tirthasthan we don't call it's a river it's our mother everything is holy in this country. Nothing is wasted, nothing is disrespected. Now, everywhere we are writing the lab. This is only tradition coming from India, not anywhere else. Deepak Prajwalana is only done in India. And from here, it has gone to now outside. Now, anything spiritual, you talk all over the world. The destination is only India. You have to come to India to have spiritual practice anywhere, any field, anyone. You can take it, you can name it. Because we are not believers, we are seekers. This may be very difficult to understand. Sureka, think on this. Why did I put this? We are not believers, we are seekers. I want you to listen to this. This is, how many of you have heard this? Some of you might have heard it. This is sung by a pop singer from London. And the Uchcharan is so nice. So nice. And that is the way it should be Uchcharan. Bharatiya. No, Bharatiya. And the meaning of that is this. It's written by Chandrabhanu Tripathi from Madhya Pradesh. See, it describes entirely about the country. You can read this. Many regions, many apparels, many forms. Somewhere, I think our Bhagwanji was telling all these things. All everything is described here. And we go to the country. Let us respect the country. Let us be proud of our country. Now this is what Samatya Velaha, that means Vastu Shastra. I didn't want to use that word because it goes a different way. It is a science where to build a building, any building, with all the air, water, and the light to come in properly and should be healthy towards the person who dwells in that. And this is what it is: knowledge of natural law, which maintains the buildings in which the individual lives and works. Just see this. This is I don't know, Konark temple, everybody might have heard of it. See this, 1250 AD. The chariot is already 24 weeks for the day of flux and night, 24 hours. Each around 10 feet in measurement and drawn by 7 strong stallions. 7 sets speak to the times of the week, 7 days. 12 sets will speak to the 12 months of the year. See the science. We were so much advanced. See, this is one small
Elephant.
sculpture where there is no elephant. All are 9 women put in different forms, and that becomes an elephant. Imagine how did they do all this? Without science, without technology, they couldn't have done this. And here you see, they Pakshi, pillar doesn't touch the floor, and still it is there. Have you seen this? This murti, even this thing is also from the same stone, not put from outside. Rajasthan, this is from Rajasthan. And this is famous iron pillar in Delhi, where it is not rusting. They say they have used silicon coating, but the silicon coating art, we don't know how to do it. Ellora caves, I need not tell about. One entire mountain has been cut and they made a temple. You see this is the portion they highlighted. We have not been allowed to study all these things. We have been only told something else. See, the rainwater harvesting. Should we learn from outside? Madhya Pradesh, wonderful rainwater. Even till today we are not using this technology. There are so many other things. Many other things are there. And just now you see, how many of us know the second longest wall after China? China is in India, Ranakpur, near Ranakpur, Tungalgod. This is it. Do we know this? Do our children know this? Now this is a temple near Ranakpur, where we have all the pillars light falls on, there is no electricity, the light falls on them and the pillars change the color. See the way they built it, the way it is done. Of course, our Karnataka, you know this. And this is what I want you to see. There are 29 petals, and here 13 petals. And a circle, 360 degrees, cannot be divided by 29 and 30. But still, it would make it so. Unfortunately, this is found in Ayodhya. Ram temple is there, suddenly they found there and they just. Can you believe this? See, only one face, and you can see from different poses. This is Maharashtra, where face is one, but the positions are different. From every side, any side you see, it suits them. Now you see, this is the actual fashion show. Each art, each one lady is different pose and different fashion.
Bangi mask kada.
See the beauty. How fine thing they have done it. Now, who can talk on this? Unbelievable. Can you see this? And everything is perfect. If you go closely and see, to see one temple, you need 3 days, 4 days, 5 days for this. See that, fill it out. And coming back to Humpty pillars, they make sound musical notes. And you see this, no graphics, no software, no machines, but they built on the roof all these top things. See this, each one different lady. And this is one I want to understand. This is not fitted from outside. This is only one stone that has been made like this, and you can move these rings. Now this, each pillar, the light falls on each pillar telling which month it is. You must go and visit them. That is not, see this, put both the fingers on the back side. And this is not fitted from outside, the same stone. Only one piece of stone which has been sculpted like this. And you see that? Very good. This ball you can put your hand and rotate it, move it. You cannot take it out. The question is, when you cannot take it out, how did it put inside? Still a question. So, let us not think without people who are just waste. Chitraduga, see there now, the entire rock is built. And this is another one. This is go without any simple, all are ladies. The beauty of this thing. After that, other things have come. Zoroastrians have come, they have built their temples. Of course, I will not talk about this. Because of Bijapur, Ahmediyyas have their own structure, churches, and Lotus Temple of Bahai. I don't know how many of you have seen Delhi. If you have gone Delhi, you must see this. Okay? Now, Indian attire, healthy and graceful. You see, I'm seeing it's so nice. Everybody dressed very nicely. And why I'm telling you this is, I get patience. The mother is 40 years. The girl is 90 years. She comes to me for medicine in shops. Apollo, yes, I just told her, what now you are coming in? No, sir, we are very modern, we are with the times. When you are not with the times, you are like the times. I am with the times, using latest technology, latest Windows 11. This is see now. Real beauty is only in dignified dress. Whatever it is. Let us see some of the things. I think everybody identifies this already. No? हाँ कैसे ना खाए खाए ये जवान है यहाँ पर अभी भी है see this anytime you can wear for Gujarati, Rajasthani, Punjabi, Uttar Pradesh, Bengali, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra, Manipuri, Himachal Pradesh, Kerala, and you see
Heroes.
right. And the dances we have, how many dances you want? Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathak, all you know. Manipuri, Mohiniyattam, Odissi, Kashmiri, Lavani, Lavani is in Maharashtra. Any Maharashtra में कौन आया क्या इधर? वहाँ से पढ़ना आया क्या? हाथ धोकर करा अपन बहु मराठी मानस नहीं पर Bengali, Govian dance, Bhangra, Punjab का है ये, and this is again Tripura. This is Kathangali. There is Humor in Rajasthan, very famous. Most of the films have this. Jharkhand, Devna, Meghalaya, Bihu of Assam, and Garbha. 30th, I think you have another program, but you're the first. So, how many types you want? What you want? Everything available here. Now, this is one of the rarest form of dances. Swastik dance, very rare form. See that way. Now, let us see how the education system was in ancient India. Concept of schools was yet to start. By that time, India had 7,32,000 gurukulas. Known. Unknown are different. There was no school at all in the entire world of concept. Europe, America, and nothing. We had so many gurukulas. The Vedas. What does it mean? The Vedas are the oldest written texts on our planet today. They are the earliest literary records of the human mind. They have been passed through oral tradition for over 10,000 years. And the first appeared in written form between 2,000 to 5,000 years. Earlier, otherwise, son was teaching Vedas, children were learning, Shishyas were learning, and it went on like that. Veda means only knowledge, nothing else. No religion. It means Sanskrit. Okay? Now, Sanskrit language, how many of you know the importance of this? It is the mother of most of the Indo-European languages. And it is available, very good for computers. Somebody said, so sir, Sanskrit came from Germany. Who told you this? Sanskrit went from here. Nothing came because when we were civilized, the word was on the trees. Vivekananda was asked one question. He was talking about Buddha, very much in England. So then someone said, if Buddha was so great, why didn't he come to England? And Vivekananda, the way he used to answer was very shrewd. At that time, you were on the trees. If they were monkeys, they were not even born. So never ever have Sanskrit. People have come from outside and taught us Sanskrit. No. Now this is what the ancient universities all over, more than 10,000, 20,000 people used to come and study. And this has all been massacred by invaders. Now what we are teaching? Fostering values, etiquette and inner strength. Not merely bookish learning or a source of enlightenment. Okay? Flag bearer of improvement. Okay. Promoting physical development. That's not our education was. Today, twinkle, little star. If the child knows, parents are more twinkle, star. What is there in there? Talk something positive. Now this is what it is. I am Nijha Paroveti Gadanam Nahuchetasa Udaratrita Namtu Vasudhaivakutum. Everybody quotes the last sentence, last word, but not the complete mantra. See, we are narrow-minded, those who think tum hamara hai, tum paraya hai. No. We are entire world, globe. Today Rotary talks of global village. And we have been talking from thousands of years. I am Nijha Paroveti Gadanam Nahuchetasa. I am from this place, you are from that place, your language this language this. Narrow-minded people. All together, sitting in a family, not family, small family, that is also the This is what we have been teaching and practicing. Even after 75 years of independence, we still think all the inventions in the world are out of India and nothing happened in India. Everything in East India is superstition. And everything came from outside, and that is science. We were much advanced before the invasions, science in ancient Bharat. Now man, how he was there. From monkey, he became man. This is what was told in 1859 by Darwin's theory, okay? What about this? We knew a long time back the life started with water. And see each state. And then Kurmaka. What's that? Kurmaka. Half man, half animal. Dark. See the progress? Just think on this. Acharya Charak, father of medicine. Even today, everybody agrees on that. Charak Sanhita. Everything on diseases have been told in that. Described medicinal quantities of 1 lakh herbal plants. Acharya Shushruta, father of plastic surgery. He has detailed 300 operations.
Oh my God.
And rhinoplasty, especially the nose, how to correct the nose, it is done by him. Now Shishruta's idol is in Melbourne. If in India it is put, it will say Samarpane of medical college. But in Australia they respect Ayurveda. And you know these two people, you know, Japanese people got a Nobel Prize for fasting. They recognize that fasting is very good. It will prevent cancer. And what is it? Every 15 days once fasting. What we do? Ekadashi. We are leaving it. हमने छोड़ दिया और बात. But that is from our side. Half day fasting, full day fasting, Nirjala Ekadashi. And this is nothing but out of reach. They got the Nobel Prize. This is there with us. Now, yoga is, as somebody was telling, one of the major contributors is yoga today. Modi made it World Yoga Day. Yoga Chitta Vritta Nirodha. What does it mean? It means silencing of mind through reasoning and not through suppression. Removing of the confusion, fluctuations in the mind through deep meditation. And today everybody is doing yoga, but they do yoga in their own style. That's not going to be sufficient. See, when you are still in mind, you are peaceful and you will propagate peace everywhere. When you go to gym, and the ladki ka video dekhenge, you are doing your body, and what are you doing? In every gym, aerobics, gym. Because monkeys do, we have to do. Because Americans do, we have to do. Socho ye. Think. If it is fit, I will also start from tomorrow aerobics like this. This is beneficial. Do you need so many instruments? For yoga, you don't need anything. And you can still be healthy. And yoga means not just asanas. Ashtanga yoga. It is a full process for your life to liberate. You don't need to worship. You don't need to go to temples. You don't need to go to do any pujas. Nothing. Simple Ashtanga yoga. This itself will liberate you. Mukti. And in yoga there is no worship. And this is you are sincerely doing Shivasana. Right? You're able to see?
Yes.
Now, what is the benefit of yoga? Is a monkey, a wanderer, has been transformed to great sage just because of the yoga. No anger, no jealousy, always calm, serene, no desire, yet most powerful than anyone in Ramayana. In the Ramayana history, most powerful person. Yes. More than Rama is Hanuman. And he never claimed anything. And that is the monkey man, the jungle man, can transform into such a big, great person is through yoga. Now, Panchakosha is one, which is given by only India. We have 5 sheets. Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. 5 layers of your mind, your understanding, your living, everything. Varamihira, astronomer, see that? He knows that the moon and planets are lustrous not because of their own light, but due to some long time back. We have already said that none of the planets have their own light. It's all the reflection of the sun. Medicines for treating diseases are treating plants and trees also have been given by Rotary. Nagarjuna is one of the scientists. We have Nagarjuna Dam in Andhra Pradesh. It is from his name. He was trying to convert. He had a formula to convert any metal into gold. Alchemy, what we call it. Whereas Europeans failed, but he successfully did that. Arogya Manjari, a lot of things he did on the medicine also. Bharadwaj. Now this is one you must understand. Many people are Bharadwaja Gotraha. Kim Prayojana. Bharadwaja came to the one. Nobody knows. He was sculptor, he was so many things, but one thing is he was an aeronautical engineer. What he did was, see, Yantra Sarvasva. He described 3 categories of flying machine. Just pay attention here. One is one that flies on Earth from one place to another place, aeroplane. Number 2, one that travels from one planet to another planet. He has designed, he has made notes. And third one is that travels from one universe to another universe. We only think about, we are trying to break our heads to go to moon and Mangal. But there are so many solar systems which we know already. Koti, Surya, Samarpane, what is saying that? We know thousands of solar systems are there. Okay? Bhaskaracharya, Jesus in algebra, Surya Siddhant, objects for an earth due to force of attraction by the earth. The earth, planets, constellation, moon and sun are held in orbit due to this attraction. Not because of what is it? Apple falling. Apple falling. That wasn't it. But we knew this already. Book on astronomy. Sir, 300 years back, 3000 years back, Earth's diameter is 7840. The latest one said totally nearby. Distance between Earth and Moon 25300 miles. The latest one says almost found. They are doing with all the equipment, but we didn't have any equipment. Now Aryabhatta, astronomer, mathematician, he calculated the eclipses. Even if we discuss about the Mahabharata, where the Arjuna killed Jayadratha, how it was? There was an eclipse which Krishna created, and they calculated on that day, yes, it was an eclipse with the modern mechanics. Now, the first to say Earth is round, not is Copernicus. 1000 years before, we have all this thing. Bhugola. The word itself is goal. Bhugol. Now, Acharya Kanad, founder of atomic theory, he classified objects into 9 elements. All these things you can see that. Long time back. And he says every object of creation is made of atoms which in turn connect with each other to form molecules. And this is 2500 much before John Dalton. Nataraj statue is placed with CERN. CERN is one of the organization which does nuclear research facility. Now you see, artificial limbs. It is mentioned in the Rig Veda, Ashwini is fitted an artificial limb. And this is Garbha Shastra. We knew how the delivery happens, we knew how things happen. And value of the pi, we knew much before that. Indians use numbers as big as to 10 to the power 53. Albert Einstein once quoted, he owed lots to the Indians who taught us how to count, without which no worthwhile scientific discoveries would have been made. Now this is another one who acknowledges the vastest knowledge of today cannot transcend the intellect of the ancient Indian sages and science. In its most advanced stage now is closer to the Vedanta than ever before. Now you see Navagraha. Navagraha means you need a telescope and see everything. We never had telescope what we have today. But we knew about that. And now you see Mangal. On Mars there is water. We knew much before. And even Indians only found out when they sent the Mangalyaan and they found there is water. So why do we think India, studying India is very low and studying America and Europe is very big? The Indian traditions followed since ancient times. The Vedanta and Sankhya hold the key to the laws of the mind and thought process, which are correlated to the quantum field, the operation and distribution of atomic particles and molecular level knowledge. If you go deep, there are many more things which we can. Now, this is a recent thing, There's two people, Higgs boson got Nobel Prize for God particle. They identified God particle. And this is what is God particle. Vedas have told long time back in Kenopanishad. Anybody who studied Kenopanishad, one of the shortest and one of the best Upanishads. Kenopanishad. What they found out is atom, proton, neutron, everything is there. But something is there which is not traceable but which gives life to them. For that discovery they got Nobel Prize. And Kenopanishad says, fire comes and says, I can burn anything, but it is not able to burn a single straw, which the Yaksha gives. Air says, I can blow the entire world. He says, you blow this one small straw. It cannot, because the energy, the power is given by somebody else. That is what is God power. These were the weapons we used in Mahabharata, just for entertainment. Ancient Indian trading. We had trading connection with everywhere. In Lebanon, in most of the Arabic countries, we have been trading, and our people have been working there, building temples and all that. Now, this is what is trading. So many things, spices especially. And we were one of the largest exporters of perfume and diamonds. And all these things, spices, so many things we are exporting. Now this how I want to go. Even today, what we call Navy is a word coming from Sanskrit, Nav. Navagathik is going through the Nav, that is Navy. And we were the first producers of sea transportation. Now this is a simple thing, I am trying to show everything. Vasco da Gama came to India, okay? Now you see this. Vasco da Gama says, Gujarat trader Kana Bhai brought him to Calicut by ship. Kana Bhai's ship was 3 times bigger than his, and 3-storied ship which was being pulled only by 16 people. Now imagine the technology he was using. And this is not written by Indians or anybody. Vasco da Gama wrote in his book. According to Gemology Institute of America, India was the main global supplier of diamonds prior to the discovery of diamonds in Brazil in 1700. The Kohinoor diamond, as you know, the largest one, is from India, South India, maybe Andhra Pradesh. 2000 years back, this bridge was built, and still it is alive and working. 2000 years back. What technology, what cement they use here? Now let's see a little bit of Karnataka. Let us know. Little bit, not more, because each one takes one day. This is the Hoysala, symbol of Hoysala dynasty. Important kings, Vishnuvardhan and Bandara II, ruled 1082 forces at least 350 years. Harabidu and Sonatpura and Beluru are their total identities. Now we have a very great saint called as Basavarna. Okay? Basavarna gave the world 12th century Anubhava Mandapam, which is the basis of democracy much before Magna Carta. He is from Karnataka. We talk of democracy much before, 100 years before he gave it. And what does he say? Its objectives are discussing social, economic and religious problems without discriminating between castes, on gender, advocating equality and independence for women. Somebody was telling introducing the caste system in India. Let me know where is caste system in India. Who brought it? What do you understand by that? There is no caste system. Only for the last 200 years from the Britishers came it has become more realistic. Anyhow, on that, we cannot go deep because time is very short. Now, you know this great man, Sir Moksha Gundam Vishwesharaya, his contributions, I need not repeat. Please, this is only a thought-provocative topic, lecture, what I'm doing. Please, you investigate. Just go to Google. Google will give you many things. You know him? Mankutemana? Very famous person, DVG. When he died, people went to his house. Big box was there. Lot of checks were there. He did not encash them. So many money, he was never after money. So many awards were given to him. Everything is lying in the box. So many checks were given to him. That is a great person. And you know, this man, I don't know how many of you know, B.K. Sengar, he is from Karnataka. Baba Ramdev came just now and he popularized all over the world because of the media, TV, television. But B.K. Sengar, he was one man from India who propagated entire America, converted them to yogic institutions. Now you know the Mysore Maharaja's contributions. Social Progress Association to empower weaker section of the society. Mysore became first to give right to women for vote. Gave lands for untouchables. Implemented reservation to backward and other sections. Started Mysore Bank. At least let us remember, Mysore Bank is now joined the SBI. Asia's first hydroelectricity project, KRS Dam. Helped in establishing HAL. Today we are seeing when the HAL was flights, the airport was stopped and all that, they said Modi is killing HAL. But today HAL is making much more money than any other company. J. Chamendra Odiyar, who turned monarchy into democracy. His contribution to music and literature was renowned. He was the first chairman of the Indian Wildlife Board, first governor of Mysore state. When India became independent, how many of us know that India was not what we are seeing today? 500 different principal states. And Britishers were so intelligent, they wanted us to fight. He says, you want to join Pakistan, can join Pakistan, you want to join India, can join. You can be independent also. It was only Vallabhbhai Patel, Apro Gujju Manas. He called all of them for a meeting, gave 2 hours lecture, and already prepared things, I just signed it. Everybody agreed to sign except one Gujarat fellow and one great Nizam, and whose tradition is being followed by OIC. He made them also to join India. And he was the first man who said, I am giving my state to you. That's the reason I have put their photo. 2 great people from Karnataka, Nayan Murthy and Azim Premji. This is the only state where you have 8 Jnanpith awardees. No other state got this. Yes, you will be proud of it. Make your children proud of it. She demonstrated 13-digit numbers. So within 28 seconds, and calculator showed it is 100% correct. You know that? Yeah. There were no computers at that time. Only small calculator. But she could do everything in the mind. She is from Karnataka.
Wow.
Now Shankaracharya, you know all that? Advaita Siddhanta. He started 4 mathas all over the India, 4 places. And Karnataka is the first place to start the first Shankaracharya math, that is in Sringeri. You know this great man. How many of you don't know him? He is Vasudev Jaggi, and he is from Mysore. I don't know how many of you know, you may not know him. Yes, he is from Mysore. Describing Vijayanagara Empire, where rubies and diamonds, emeralds were sold on the street. As we are selling now, we are purchasing Badre Kaya and Vangi Kaya, all those guys, they are selling like this. That was the rich state of Andhra and Karnataka together. But today what's happened? biggest banyan tree, 400 years, one of the world famous banyan trees. Go and visit it. It's near the Bangalore. And this is an art from specially Malnad area. People make money out of this. They make their living out of this. And it's a wonderful Channapatna toy, world famous all over. Go there, once visit, purchase, encourage them. If they even sell 20 rupees, don't ask for 80 rupees. Kerala, Kodi, you encourage that art. And this is our famous Karnataka food. Can anyone tell me what is this?
Neer dosa.
So that means all of you are.
Right time is doing.
Okay, what is this called as? Gunta Panganalu. Okay, and this is a famous Mysore card. Nobody can take it out. Okay, and this is what the different sarees to worn in Karnataka. Bengaluru, no city, has the highest number of students who go abroad and settle there. Akshay Patra. See, the world's largest meal provider for 1 million school children every day. Silicon Valley, highest in the world. 21 engineering colleges in Bangalore, now increased. And public sectors, maximum in India. And highest growth with span of 20 years. Largest number, maximum number of two-wheelers, maybe also of four-wheelers in Bangalore. And the most loud one is what I love is this.
What is that?
Maximum number of pups.
Cha, 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 cha.
Not in China, not in Delhi, not in Punjab. Punjab, they sometimes in Nimbu, Sandra, Sappi, there. But things are there. Okay. A fellowship. These are some of the dances. Kadimandaru, Golak Ata, Dol Kunita, all these are different types of dances. Guruvara Kunita, Haral Vishadhari, see, so many things which we are unaware. And before making this presentation, certain things I also never knew. I was forced, I believe, thank the DG. This is very famous. And Suki Kunita, Pombata, this is especially in the Madikeri area. And Jindhariya Kunita, and this is Krishna Paraja Parijata, dance special, Bhuta Aradhana, and the famous Yakshagana. Now I want you, all of you to remember, tell your children about this lady, Abhairani, is called as Abhairani, Abba Kachauta. She kept pondering about the French people, 40 years she went on defeating. Portuguese. Right. Lastly, one traitor just killed her. Otherwise, India would not been a British colony but a Portuguese colony. And this is another lady, brave woman, Onake Obawa, who fought with the Hyderabad forces, killed so many, just with the love for her husband. Imagine, not India, this is the country. How many people have told these stories to them, our children? And last but not the least, see, you shake hand, huh? Everybody shook hand. I saw somebody going and shaking hand going. And you are transferring 1.24 million bacteria. High five, 55 million. First amount. Now I say, Rotary karo. Governor does it. Kyun kar de? 7 million. The best way is,
Namaskar.
what do you lose if you do namaste? Hasta lagan se kya milega? Hasta lagan means you shake hand, you are talking in Kannada language. Hasta lagan yen sikre. So closeness korutte. Closeness hasta lagan illa. And illi irbeku. 15 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಪರಿಚಯ ಇವರು. We don't meet very often. Whenever he calls me, he will get right and left. We are close. He vibrates. He understands me, I understand him. You don't need to shake him. Don't do that. There are so many things. There is a separate presentation. The science and power of Namaste. Why you should do Namaste? Not because it is Indian, not because it is something to do with the religion. Absolutely nothing. उसका अलग ही प्रस्तुतिकरण है. You just organize, any club can organize. The best way to wish by any parameters. A son can wish father, father can wish, because lady can wish an unknown person. Business begins to do this, and nothing happens. And when you go out of India, please don't shake hand and do Namaste, and you tell me what respect you have. You go out of India, anywhere, do Namaste. I don't have, sir, I don't say, I do Namaste. Oh, you do Namaste, so nice of you. They will remember you.
Very correct.
Please do. Simple, safe, soft, humble, dignified way of greeting. When you shake hand, there is many ways of shaking hand. India is the name given by Britishers, which is a sign of slavery. If you call India, Bha means knowledge, Rat means relish. We relish knowledge. Let us come out of slavery and call it Bharat. Let us be passionate and proud about Bharat. Let it vibrate and resonate in us. It should be like this.
Wow.
Country that forgets the past has no future. We are not Indians because we live in India, but we should be Indians because India lives in us. Maintain culture. Remember heritage. Practice and speak mother tongue, Matribhasha, properly. That too. Mukhya Atithi, Mukhya Atithi ella, Mukhya, Mahaprana Rupa ella. Which maintains your identity and have passion towards the country. Bharat, Bangladesh, Bharat Desha. More presentations on amazing architecture of India, separate. Science in Sanatana Dharma. Unsung heroes of independence. Spiritual leaders of India. Anybody can organize, any club can organize. The science and power of Namaste.
Spiritual leaders of
And
Bharat.
tomorrow, anybody wants to know deep about India, tomorrow we have a program at Rai Gudda, 29:30, 6:45, 2 days. We will talk much detail. What we don't talk here, we will talk there. Okay?